to me a little bit about some of the misconceptions about owner-occupied, and let's get into some of the good ideas you have for business owners.
If you're a business owner, you may be leasing your space, but you actually have the opportunity to own your own building. And the financing today is so incredibly low by so many banks, what they require, but you can actually own your own building, 51% of it, and then lease out the remaining space. And you get to pick out the tenants. And I can almost guarantee you that what you're paying in rent, because I just helped a lady with this, but she was paying $10,000 in rent, and I just think it's a little crazy. And she was able to own her own building and pay $7,000 a month.
So a lot of people think though that they've got to get it right. That if they're going to go buy their own space, like a building or something, they're thinking millions of dollars, right? And you're saying it's not millions to go buy your own space. Right.
There are so many that are even being built by where I live now. There's a builder building some of them. You can actually get into them for $150,000 to $200,000.
Wow.
And they'll help you build it out. And typically they require the bank, if you go through a bank loan, 10% or less on some of the loans to get in there. So let's just say, $15,000 to $20,000 to actually get in and you'll actually own and occupy your own building. Once you are occupying it, you can do a sale leaseback and make a big profit for yourself. And then then you can lease it. You'll be leasing it back, but at least you'll sell it and make all that capital. You can go buy a bigger piece of commercial real estate at that time.
So let's talk about triple net lease. What's the triple net lease, and why should people do that?
So we've been specializing in triple net leases for more than 10 years in our business, which a lot of people don't think that local Starbucks or McDonald's, that you can actually buy those. And so, for example, if you buy a McDonald's as the landlord, all you're doing is collecting the rent, and the tenant is paying for they're paying the rent, the common area maintenance, the taxes and insurance. And people love it because you actually own the land and you collect that monthly rent. And those are some great assets to have. And a lot of them are 10 and 15 and 20-year leases. So that mailbox money, you don't have to do anything. It's just a great way to start.
But how much capital do you need to buy a McDonald's, right? How do you have? What are those numbers?
Well, some of the McDonald's are typically over $1 million.
Right.
But the nice thing is, if you buy stocks and bonds, you need $1 million. The nice thing about buying a single tenant net lease asset for McDonald's, let's say it's $1 million, you only need $200,000 to be able to buy that asset.
If you want to go buy $200,000 worth of stock, it's $200,000. You can go buy a $200,000 property for $10,000, $20,000, right? And now you get appreciation not on the $20,000, but on the whole $200,000. So it's an amazing amount of return. And when you talk about commercial space like that, you have such a powerful opportunity to grow your wealth if you just know how to get started. And I think the problem is that most people don't. But the answer is this new course you've released, right?
That's right.
And that course is called How to Win in Commercial Real Estate.
Right. And
you just launched this, and people can get it on your site at pamgoodwin.com, right?
Correct. I decided so many people approach me asking me, how do I do this? And then so I took all of the information, and it's a step-by-step program. It's 4-disc, or it's an e-course on our new website that you can take. But it's a step-by-step program that actually breaks down on, your city economic development department, what questions do I ask them? We give you in our bonuses, we give you the list of questions to ask them. We give you an actual letter of intent, a purchase contract. You get 1 hour of time with me to help you out. So it's very valuable. I just really, really want to share my knowledge and to really, really help people buy, their first commercial real estate deal or their 10th one. It doesn't matter. But I always encourage people just to get into commercial real estate because you want properties that have cash flow so that when you're retired, you just automatically have the cash flow. Or if you want to go to the beach, that money is just making money for you every day and you don't have to do anything. Those tenants are paying your debt off, and it just is a course to show you how to do it.